Rihanna returns at the Apple Music Super Bowl 57 halftime show, February 12th, coming up on Fox. So here is Purdy. We're talking to him this week, and you said it, like, we get done with the call, and you're like, he's just so poised and so calm.
Yeah. Purdy is poised and calm, and I'm confident that you'll be poised and calm as well as we deconstruct and reimagine this image. So I can't help but notice that halftime show's got this inverted color text effect over the Rihanna layer. Likewise, with this element up here, and we just saw the video a moment ago, we're going to reimagine this, and we're going to produce something that looks a little bit like this. Maybe the person that you're hoping will perform at this year's Super Bowl halftime show. And here are the steps to do that. The first thing that you're going to want to do, of course, is find your artist, and simply going to copy and paste it onto that blank template that I give you. You're going to use the object selection tool, and we're going to make a selection and then apply a layer mask. Once we do that, you're going to write with text, ideally a bold font, maybe lemon milk, halftime show along the bottom. And then what you're going to do is you're going to press Command J, and you're going to change the text from black to white so that the black text underneath is basically disappeared. It's concealed by the white text above it. And now, critically, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hold Command, and you're going to left click the layer mask of the artist in the layers palette. And so what's going to happen is we're going to see a selection, in this case, around Mark Anthony. And then you can switch back to that top text layer. It's like that white text layer. And what you're going to do is you're going to apply a layer mask to that layer, right? And so now here's what's cool. If you click the paperclip, what's going to happen is you're going to unlink that mask from that top text layer. And then critically, when you hold Command and you select both text layers, both the white and the black text layer, you can shift those two layers around, and whatever text is above Mark Anthony is on that layer will be white. Whatever is not on Mark Anthony will be black. And so you can like experiment with different maybe font colors or font choices. We're going to apply this technique again to whatever Super Bowl this is, depending on the year. I anticipate doing this project not just in 2023, but in the years ahead. You're going to come up with a few different versions. You're going to save this as version 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. And next, let's actually apply this right now. So I love Mark Anthony. I also have a deep appreciation for Mariah Carey, of course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the blank. I'm going to press Command V. I'm going to press Command T. And you know, I didn't say this in the instructions a moment ago, but ideally you're going to want to include an artist that's wearing dark clothes, because we're going to have a white background and we're going to have light text, and we want to have some contrast. So ideally the clothes that the individual's wearing is going to be dark. I'm going to use the object selection tool, and I'm going to create a quick selection, and we'll recall that we're going to apply a layer mask, and I'm going to press B for brush. And so this isn't super bad. I'm going to zoom in just a tad, and what I'm going to do is I can see along the left side it's got some of that purple background, so I'm going to right click, I'm going to increase the size, and because black is selected, right, we can simply eliminate this element right here. I'm going to drop the hardness a tad, and this isn't really that serious for today's exercise. You guys are just going to do a quick job. If we had more time, I would get that purple beneath your fingers, but it's not that serious. All right, so what's next? We're going to write halftime show. So I'm going to use the text tool. I've got lemon milk bold, and I'm going to write halftime show. And let's make this black. I'm going to press check to confirm, Command T. And approximately, we want this approximately, let's see, maybe around 98 or 100 size. Okay, that looks great. We're going to press Command J to make a copy, and we're going to change this from black to white. That looks amazing. And so now here's what we're going to do. Super important. I'm going to hold Command, and I'm going to click the Mariah Carey layer mask. Right, so now I can see that there's that selection going around Mariah Carey. And now that halftime show in white, that very top layer, is the layer that's selected. So I'm going to apply a layer mask to this, and that looks awesome. That looks amazing. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to click this little paper clip, and I'm going to hold shift. And so now I've selected both layers. And so now when we shift this text around, we can see that wherever it is, right? The text that's above Mariah Carey, that's on Mariah Carey, is white, and whatever's not on her is black, and it creates that really cool like contrast effect. And you can think about like what works well, and let's try it. I kind of like it right there. That looks pretty awesome. Now, what was nice about Rihanna is she's got her hair, this cool hairstyle, and so there's that contrasting effect on the Super Bowl, and we were able to achieve that also with Mark Anthony. I don't think we're going to be able to produce that effect in a way that looks cool with Mariah Carey, but you know what? We'll try it nonetheless. So I'm gonna write Super Bowl. Check to confirm. Command T, and it's not the Super Bowl. It's a Super Bowl. And I wonder if you guys will be watching it. I wonder if you'll have a little bit of guac. We're gonna press Command J. Snacks, wings, veggies. Great. I'm gonna hold Command, and I'm going to left click the layer mask, Mariah Carey's layer mask as well. You'll notice that we're still on the top Super Bowl layer. We're going to click layer mask again. And now holding shift and selecting both the Super Bowl text, we can have something that looks like, yikes, you know what I didn't do, guys? So the reason it's not working right here is because I forgot one important step. That step, of course, is to click the layer mask. To click that little paper clip right there. And when you unlink it, now, and they're selected together, now we can achieve this effect. All right. I don't really love it like that, but we're gonna go along just because that's our inspiration. If we wanted to change the font, here's how you're gonna do it. So I'm gonna click halftime show, and I'm gonna hold shift, and I'm gonna click the text above it, that text layer above it, and that's that white layer right there. And I'm gonna press T, or simply pull up the text tool fonts, and we can change it from lemon milk to maybe Baby Sky. I kind of like that. I'm gonna press Command T, and there we go. You'll notice that the effect holds true because we've got that cool layer mask effect. Maybe we don't love this. Maybe we want to experiment with like a more scripty font. I'm gonna press Command T. Let's shift this down, and you guys are gonna experiment. You guys are gonna come up with fonts, maybe different language, and you're going to be super creative. You're going to absolutely write your name and date in the lower right hand corner. It's going to be like discreet. It's going to be tucked away, but we definitely want to represent. Ladies and gentlemen, can't wait to see your work on today's project.